Another big story this week happened on Monday at the State House. Representative Dorothy Moon of Stanley questioned Idaho State Board of Education President Kirk Liebeck during a House education meeting about a $6 million early childhood education grant that failed in the legislature because some lawmakers claimed it would give funds to districts that have critical race theory in their curriculum. Representative Moon then made claims that critical race theory is a part of pre-K curriculum at a Boise County school district.
Yes, I mean, there obviously was. I worked with one of those cohorts down in Boise County, and I did see the curriculum that was being brought in, and it was very much CRT. So I'm just saying, in the future, it would be wonderful if you could screen some of the ties to this grant money and what is being expected of our educators to put forth before these little kids. Because if you were to go back and look at the hearing, you would probably see there was a lot of CRT materials that were being provided to these school districts. So it is there.
But is it? That's the major question here. We reached out to all three districts in Boise County: Basin, Garden Valley, and Horseshoe Bend. All three strongly denied Moon's claims of critical race theory in their curriculum. We spoke with the elementary school principal and superintendent of the Basin School District in Idaho City. They say they believe the comments are directed towards them specifically, as they are the ones using funds from that now discontinued federal grant.
She never came up here to review it. She did not request any of the materials.
According to the letter, you spoke with Representative Moon about this a while ago, or last year about this.
Yes, during the last legislative session, I contacted her in February prior to all of this actually coming up, just to see if she wanted to come on site and look through those items to see if she had, any concerns about what we were using.
And she didn't?
She did not.
I think it's a major distraction and disinformation. It's just, I don't know what other purpose there is. I think you could probably go in every single preschool in the whole state and you're not going to find anything.
So that's Brian Hunicke. He's the superintendent of the district, and he told us that in his 4 years there, no parent has ever asked to see any part of the curriculum. Zero, no parents at all. But they say it is available and open for anyone to see. As you can imagine, we've gotten a lot of comments and questions about this exchange from our viewers, you at home, and we weren't able to really dive into the full conversation earlier this week. So let's get into it now. The pulse of the people. We'll start with this. Paula says, quote, "I want to thank the school superintendents for revealing Representative Moon's CRT claims as false and baseless. I hope that she stops spreading this nonsense and fear-mongering and apologizes for her actions." And Paula, we've reached out to Representative Moon several times in the hopes of asking her about those claims, where she came up with the idea, why she believes that. As of now, we have not heard back from her, but Representative Moon, if you're watching, we'd still love to talk with you. Some other comments coming in from viewers. Brad says, Representative Moon's baseless accusations should not go uninvestigated by her peers. Even if she retracts, the curiosity of her motive remains. And Brad, her peers did notice, at least one of them, sitting next to her during that committee hearing was Representative Julie Yamamoto of Caldwell. She's actually a former teacher and school administrator, and we talked with her this week to get her take on this situation.
Well, here's the thing about Representative Moon. She absolutely believes what she's saying. There is no guile there. She believes that it is a real and present danger, and is something that needs to be rooted out. And she is convinced, as are some other of my colleagues, that this is rampant. I don't see the evidence. And I guess, well, we'll go back to our poker. Show me the money. I mean, I'm just not seeing it.
If you're interested, all of our interviews with the people you just heard from are up on ktvb.com, and you can hear more from them. And finally, though, I want to get to one last comment. This one comes from Tammy saying, quote, "Seems if teachers were indoctrinating kids, they would indoctrinate them to sit still and be quiet." And Tammy, I think every parent and every school teacher and maybe administrator would like to be able to agree with you that they would all like to be able to convince the kids to sit still and be quiet sometimes. But as you know, some of those elementary school classes are pretty lively.